Hey guys, and welcome back to Final Boss LPs. I'm Final Boss, and this is Kirby Squeak Squad. In the last episode, we started out level 1, Prism Plains. And if you'll notice, I do not have a copy ability on Kirby at this time, nor do I have any items in my stomach. That is because every time you turn the game off and then turn it back on, you lose everything. So, I don't know, it adds sort of a challenge element to the game, and Kirby's dreaming of cake. Very nice. Alright, so let's get on with the third stage. One thing to notice, down here in the corner, you can see how many treasure chests are in the upcoming stage. In this case, there are 2, and every time you get one, it will turn red, like right there. So, without further ado, let's get on. So this enemy is another fire enemy. Swallowing him will give you the fire ability, and as previously mentioned, it can burn through the tall grass, as can the cutter ability can also burn through tall grass. Speaking of which, right here, I'll briefly show that off right after I kill that guy. And we got a secret room here, but it's just a life. Oh well. Can't win them all. Okay, get in there. This guy, if you inhale him, I think he gives you a random item. I have no idea because that did not work at all. Oh well. I'm pretty sure he gives you a random item, but I couldn't quite see. Anyways, these little fire things in the glass, when broken, will cause fire to happen, basically destroying all enemies in its path, which is very useful. So, coming up next, right up here, gonna switch to fire, but right up here we have our first mini-boss. I think his name is Mr. Frosty. Whoa. And yeah, these are mandatory, so you can't skip them. And they'll appear, every so often to just make your life miserable by swallowing you. Kind of ironic, actually, that it's the enemies swallowing you rather than... Would you stop that? I am just completely failing at this. And, alright, so Mr. Frosty can be inhaled to gain the ice ability. It's basically like the fire ability, except you breathe ice instead of fire, and it actually has a couple other interesting attributes. I'll just show that off. So, when you use the ice ability to kill an enemy, it freezes them in a block, and you can kick them along and run them into other enemies. It can also freeze water so that you can just walk over it, which is, I don't know, it's kind of cool. And then you can use other abilities to re-break the ice if you need to get through the water. Okay, that lovely little fellow down there is called a Gordo, and they are completely indestructible. You can't swallow them, you can't destroy them. They just make your day completely miserable. However, the one thing about the Gordos is that they always travel in a straight line, so you can actually make them go off the screen. They're really kind of stupid. New ability. This one is the animal ability. So you can press B to swipe, leaping dash, sort of, using the sprint, and you can actually use it near dirt to dig through it and gain access to areas you would otherwise be unable to reach. and gain fun objects like life and treasure chests. So continuing onwards. Alright, up here is a very large and ornate looking treasure chest, and when you pick it up, whoa, hello, that's a lot of nice looking creatures. These are the Squeaks, and they are going to be the main antagonists of the game. This right here, whoa, oh great. Oh no, no. Oh, that was bad. Well, that was Spinny. They're gonna try to steal your treasure chest, and otherwise make you have a very bad day. Anyways, the Squeaks will show up in pretty much every level near the end, trying to steal your treasure chests, and if one of the Squeaks hits you, then you will lose a treasure chest if you are carrying one. And if they make it in here, as I just accidentally showed you, they will... The only way to get the treasure chest back, if they make it back into their hideout, is by defeating all of the Squeaks in there. That was a really bad time, but it's okay, we made it. I'm going to kill you for that. Made it to the star door. Got a max tomato. And let's see what we got in here. I kind of wish there was some way to get past the dance scene, but anyways, we have the fire ability scroll, which will fill in the red scroll on the fire ability screen and give us a new thing to do with fire. And we also have our sound player, so now we can listen to the beginning notes, except we're not going to do that because nobody likes the beginning notes or any of the music, actually. So continuing onwards, one thing I really like about this map is that, okay, you notice how the thing for stage 4 is directly over the castle, so it's going to be the castle level, like the map directly corresponds with the layout of the levels, sort of. It's just a interesting little thing that, I don't know, I kind of like it. So, stage 4, that's not what I meant to do at all. Oh well. Got our warp star, and we're in the castle. Gonna pick up ice, and I believe there's, yep, bubble with cherries in them. So you got these little buttons, and if you hit them, they cause doors to open. Some of them only make doors open for a little while, like a time challenge thing. Those are usually pretty annoying, but what can you do about them, really? Freeze and kick, boys. Just freeze and kick. I think I'm gonna pick up sword, just because sword is awesome. Alright, you may have noticed these big guys running around. These actually take a little while longer to inhale. As you can see, his mouth sort of opened up really wide. Anyways, that guy will give you sword as well. And we got a chest up here. There's going to be a lot of chests hidden in higher up areas where you wouldn't normally look, but I do anyways. So up here we got an invincible candy, the lollipop with a star. You just grab it and run like the wind, and you just basically plow into everything in sight and you kill it immediately and nothing can hurt you. Nothing. Grab the chest, run past the Gordo, grab the cherries, and in through here. Very good. And before we start off with the Squeaks, I'm going to show off the one here. The fire ability. Basically, when you breathe fire, you can angle it up or down to hit enemies that are up or down, really. It's not the best, but, you know, it's pretty cool in its own way. So, whenever you grab one of those chests, one of the members of the Squeaks will appear. This is Storo. He's sort of the big, muscle, dumb guy of the group. Got the eye patch and the huge Audi. The other members of the Squeaks are, if you saw the guy in the UFO, that was, dang it, I missed that meat. That was Doc, and their leader was the one in the red cape and top hat, DeRoach. It doesn't really give much of an explanation for why they're here, but I don't know. So anyways, we got the green spray paint, excuse me, the green spray paint, a graphic piece, and a secret door key. Now, I'll start with the secret door key. It will unlock this extra stage, which is mandatory for getting all of the chests. As you can see, there are 2 down here. The others, the graphic piece goes to part of a larger picture. As you can see, we only have the first one, so we'll have to collect more to see the entire picture, but there are actually 4 pictures down here that we can access. And also the spray paint. We can use it to change Kirby's color. So, now we have a green Kirby. It's almost completely useless, but, you know, it's sort of fun. So, that pretty much wraps it up for this video, guys. If you like the video, please like, comment, or subscribe. Also, be sure to check out retrogamecloud.wordpress.com for some great video game reviews by my friends Pro Player and Retrobit Critic. So, yeah, see you guys next time. Bye-bye.